There is no limit to inquisitive mind and perfection of knowledge. The Infinite Science program focuses on the latest scientific achievements, new developments and unique discoveries by Kazakh scientists. Infinite Science is an opportunity to see the future of science.
French scientists have discovered the biggest virus. It is 10 times larger than all known viruses. Its size is 1 micrometer, which makes it visible in an ordinary microscope. What makes the virus even more striking is that only 6% of its genes are identical to earthly life forms, while the rest are of unknown origin. Based on these facts, scientists suggested that the new virus had been brought to Earth from another planet. Hello, my name is Yerke Bulanbek Mukhanbet and this is Infinite Science. Watch in today's program: a new water purification technology without reagents or bacteria. The whole process is based on the effects of electricity. A carbon filler for polymers. Great benefits of small diameter nanotubes. Small concentrations of this filler increase the strength of the material. Diagnosing disease-causing mutations in farm animals, an alternative to the multi-stage technology. Real-time diagnostics is done in several steps. There are hundreds of water purification technologies. They are categorized into 3 types of water treatment methods: the mechanical approach, involving the use of filters, the chemical method, involving the use of reagents, and the biological technique, involving the use of microorganisms. While these methods differ, they often prove to be costly. Is there a way to maximize the efficiency of water purification and minimize the costs? Kazakhstani chemists have proven that there certainly is. Secondary water circulation is an important scientific field. There are many water purification methods available in the world today. However, the search for more effective techniques never stops. Kazakhstani scientists at the Institute of Organic Catalysis and Electrochemistry have invented their own technology to clean industrial wastewater from non-ferrous metals. Unlike other kinds of processing methods, the new technology does not create hazardous working conditions. It does not require the application of high temperature or chemical compounds. What makes our method special is that it does not involve the use of reagents. The whole process is based on the effects of electricity. Water passes through the electrolyzer, which uses lumpy graphite electrodes. Their shape and size ensure maximum contact between the electrodes and water particles, which intensifies the electrolysis 100-fold. As a result, non-ferrous metal ions are deposited on electrodes and can be eliminated. The advantage of this method is that silver, copper, nickel and other metals extracted from the contaminated water can be returned into the secondary circulation. In this case, the water also returns into the secondary circulation. Depending on the level of water pollution, the voltage and intensity of the electric current may vary. The electrochemical method has proven to be a highly efficient and safe water purification technology. Apart from being effective, it is also environmentally friendly. The inventors are planning to use the new technology for the purification of industrial wastewater at the oil refinery plants in the cities of Atrau, Pavlodar and Shymkent. Polyamide is a unique polymer that retains its properties at temperatures from -185 to +650 degrees Celsius. This is an excellent electrical insulator and sealing material that can withstand high doses of radiation. Due to its valuable properties, polyamide is widely used in space technology and at nuclear power plants. Scientists all over the world continue their quest for the improvement of this unique and versatile material. Carbon nanotube is a molecule of carbon atoms with a cylindrical structure. Nanotubes are 100,000 times thinner than a human hair. At the same time, they are 100 times stronger than steel, and they are highly resistant to deformation. The unique properties of nanotubes can be used to increase the strength of other materials, for example, polymers. Small concentrations of this filler increase the strength of the material. Experiments are conducted globally. The filler was added to polyethylene, thereby increasing the strength of polyethylene films by half. Research is also conducted by scientists at the Al-Farabi Kazakh National University. Using carbon nanotubes as fillers, they intend to achieve better interaction between polyamide macromolecules.
Scientists have already produced several polymer samples with different concentrations of nanotubes. The main difficulty in creating these composite films was gluing the nanotubes together. Researchers were able to solve this problem with the help of ultrasound. When we place the material into the ultrasonic bath, separation occurs and each tube starts working on its own, independently from the rest of the nanotubes. Introduction of nanotubes results in increased connection between the molecules and the film. The properties of the resulting composites are studied with special equipment based on specific parameters. We look at the elastic modulus, yield strength, ultimate tensile strength and other parameters. We calculate everything, and after the experiment is over, this data is reflected in the report. It is the scientist's goal to determine which concentration of carbon nanotubes in the polyamide would prove the most effective. Research results will provide the foundation for further research, followed by industrial application. Farm animal production is based on artificial selection. Its purpose is to ensure that the parents' best qualities are passed on to their offspring. However, apart from various productive characteristics, animals can also inherit certain diseases. How can one determine an animal's suitability for further breeding? Genetic science comes to the rescue of livestock producers. Every year, Kazakhstan's livestock producers purchase cattle from around the world in order to improve the gene pool of the local population. It is therefore important to import healthy animals with no genetic pathologies. To avoid the import of bulls and heifers with hereditary diseases, the animals must be tested for genetic purity. This is what scientists at the Kazakh National Agrarian University are currently working on. To prevent a further spread of harmful recessive mutations, we must first determine which animals are the carriers of these mutations. The second step is either culling or preventing the use of these animals in breeding. To detect the carriers, scientists study the animal's DNA by means of real-time polymerase chain reaction. This is the most accurate method of genetic research available today. First, the experts isolate the animal's DNA. Then they apply special enzymes, restriction enzymes, to determine the presence of point mutations. The traditional polymerase chain reaction method takes 5 to 6 hours and consists of 25 to 30 cycles. Real-time polymerase chain reaction technology developed by Kazakhstani scientists can significantly reduce the duration of the diagnostic process. Real-time polymerase chain reaction involves several steps and allows us to identify the carrier in only 1.5 to 2 hours. Kazakhstan's biotechnologists have developed a series of test systems for the detection of more than 40 hereditary diseases in cattle. Additionally, different diseases require the use of different polymerase chain reaction technologies. For example, we use allele-specific polymerase chain reaction to detect spinal deformities. Based on genetic findings, a series of recommendations are compiled for farmers and animal breeders. The breeding bulls imported for the improvement of the local cattle breeds have already been examined by genetic specialists. Watch in the next episode of Infinite Science. Animal identification is an important aspect of livestock breeding. Passportization of cattle helps to streamline the selection process and preserve the gene pool, but the process itself is far from simple. Scientists are still developing optimal passportization technologies. We will discuss one of the most recent genetic inventions in our next program. Discover more of Infinite Science with us. See you next time.
До встречи.